Hi, loves. Welcome back to Glow Up Era. I'm Laura. I want to invite you to come and sit with me so we can talk for a moment. I want to have a heart to heart conversation with you. So, this is the type of video you may want to watch with either a cup of coffee or a glass of wine if you prefer, where we don't worry about being perfect, just real. Because I've been thinking a lot about what happens when you turn 40, the emotional glow up that comes with it, because no one really talks about it. It's not a crisis, although people love to call it that. You know, the famous midlife crisis that actually sounds scary. But for me, it's been more of a clarity moment, a shift of some sorts. And today I want to share that with you, not just to tell you my story, but to hopefully help you connect with yours. So go grab that cup of coffee or a glass of wine, and I'll meet you right here. We hear a lot about glow ups, like they're all about looks, new hair, new clothes, maybe even a gym routine. And there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, those things can absolutely be part of your glow up journey. But the kind I'm talking about hits different. This is the kind of glow up that comes from the inside. It's about the peace, the confidence, the emotional clarity that comes when you finally start choosing yourself. And that glow up doesn't show up in selfies, it shows up in your peace. It shows up in your ability to say, I'm not doing that anymore. It shows up in the way you protect your energy, and not out of fear, but out of deep self respect. You stop seeking constant validation. You stop asking, will they approve? And instead, you begin asking, does this feel right for me? That kind of inner shift, that's powerful. For me, it's looked like caring less about being understood and caring more about being true to myself. It's been learning to enjoy my own company and to stop trying to earn rest and just take it because I deserve it. And if you're feeling any of that too, trust me, you're not crazy. You're just growing. When I hit 40, I felt like I was wearing clothes that didn't fit anymore, but emotionally. The beliefs I had carried for decades, they felt tight. The roles I had once embraced, they started to feel heavy. I grew up in a very religious household, and that shaped a lot of who I thought I had to be. Good, quiet, self sacrificing. And when I became an immigrant, I shrunk myself even more to stay safe, to blend in, to not stand out. And then I became a wife, a mother, and slowly and quietly, I disappeared in plain sight. And here's the thing, I love my family deeply, but for years, I forgot how to become someone to myself. Have you felt that way too? Like somewhere in being everything to everyone, you left parts of yourself behind. So this glow up is about finding her again. We don't always notice we're building a box for ourselves until we can't breathe in it anymore. My box was built of fear, people pleasing, cultural expectations, perfectionism, and honestly, survival. I built it to keep myself safe, but eventually it began to feel more like a prison. Maybe you have a box too, the one that says you can't do that or that's not who you're supposed to be. But here's what I've learned, you can love your upbringing and still want something different for yourself. You can honor your parents, your culture, your past, and still choose to grow beyond it. There is no shame in saying this version of me is no longer the full picture and I want more. You deserve to live a life that matches who you're becoming, not just who you've been. People love to call it a midlife crisis, but for me, it's more of a midlife awakening. It's not the beginning of the end, it's the beginning of me. I'm no longer waiting for someone to come and save me. I'm not waiting for the right moment or the perfect plan or someone else's permission. I've started this YouTube channel not because I have it all figured out, but because I'm done staying silent, because I want to connect, I want to create, I want to build something for myself on my own terms. This isn't about impressing anyone. It's about reclaiming myself after decades of being everything to everyone else. If you have spent years surviving, working, caregiving, pushing through, then choosing joy can feel almost rebellious. But I'm here to tell you, you're allowed. You're allowed to create. You're allowed to start over. You're allowed to want something that's yours and yours alone. For me, that's this space, this channel, this tiny rebellion of saying, I matter too. I'm building something that feels good, something that allows me to show up as I am. Tired some days, glowing up on others, but always real. And if you're watching this and you're thinking, I want that too, this is your sign. You don't need anyone's approval. You don't need to blow up your life. You just need to start choosing yourself a little more every day. So let me leave you with this. You're not too late. You haven't missed your moment. You are right on time. This season of your life, this glow up, isn't about becoming someone new. It's about returning to that version of you who wasn't allowed to fully exist. You deserve that. You are worthy of that. And I hope to give you permission to begin. If this video spoke to you, let me know in the comments. Let me know what your glow up looks like. Share it with a woman who might need this reminder too. And if you want to keep walking this path together, subscribe. Let's build this glow up era one real moment at a time. Bye bye. See you in the next video.